Now, what is the likelihood of this happening again? This question is not a calculation of the future, into the future. It's not a calibration of my throw. What it is instead, it's a question of interpretation. It's a question of what would it actually mean if I were to try this at the Literary Institute, getting a bachelor at the Fachhochschule of Bern, and this were my situation, my exact situation again, same way it was at university. What would that actually mean? Like, how to interpret that for my life and for my for my view of the university system, or the university system as it exists, for as an experiment of what I'm trying to achieve at the university system, and what my approach is, and how to, and to what extent it's compatible or incompatible with the university system as it exists, and what should change. Many people would say the absolutely unforgivable and insincere thing, which would go along the lines of you should just adapt, you should just pull through all the way. There's no point in in trying to figure out how reformable the university system is, or what are exactly its problems. There's no point in doing that. Just follow your the degree that it's at the end of it, and then do whatever you want after that. Don't worry about wasting your time, because you can waste more time after it's done. No, but that's the issue. So, moving along this same path, if I start, as I do now, start writing, doing creative writing, and then go to a school like that and get very little opportunity to expand on what I'm trying to achieve, and what my creative projects look like right before I started them. Let me make a kind of a less, how do you say, a less dire example, a less heartbreaking example. I just was working, for example, I was working on my card game for Chinese before I switched to Chinese. And ironically, I couldn't actually continue working on this card game at all. And I wasn't able to finish it. I wasn't able to play it, to actually use it for my Chinese learning. Actually practicing the language, which it was intended for, but that was actually not possible given the other things I had to do at university, like the writing articles for Chinese studies in French, and also just the vocabulary and what we were looking at. It was not really compatible with spending time playing these card games. Just the way in which I had to organize myself for the exams, not really for the exam, but just for the coursework itself, made it kind of a burden to continue, developing this innovative idea any further. So you see, if it really comes to that, isn't the answer clear? of what is my future, what I'm going to spend my time on, and how will I organize myself. I will kind of always be not quite, always be peripheral. I mean, to the education system. Is that my fate? I really hope not. Like, I read a whole book on the Hochschulen because I'm interested in how it was reformed and for what purpose, and whether that purpose actually is more prone to creative projects like mine, and more compatible with them, with that approach. And I think, upon reading that book, upon kind of getting more anecdotes, I think not. I tragically, kind of sadly, I don't think so. So what does that leave me with? You tell me.